Welcome. In this video, we'll show you how to set up, operate, and maintain the Stallion 8SC and the Pony 20 SCA carpet extractors. At NSS, we pledge to do everything we can to make sure your new extractor gives you dependable service year in and year out. NSS makes two major hard-working carpet extractors for deep cleaning and carpet restoration: the Stallion 8SC and the Pony 20 SCA. We're going to focus on the smaller model, the Stallion, first, because many of the same operating and maintenance features are shared by the Pony 20 SCA. Be sure to read the operation manual closely for complete operating and maintenance instructions and for additional safety warnings. Never let anyone operate the machine who has not been trained. Always plug the machine into a grounded electrical outlet of correct voltage to avoid electrical shock. Never operate the machine outdoors with wet hands or in standing water, and always store indoors. To set up the Stallion 8SC after it's removed from its packaging, first make sure the two vacuum hoses are securely fitted into the elbows of the clear dome. Next, make sure the end of the drain hose is closed. And finally, make sure that the clear dome fits properly on top of the recovery tank. Now you're ready to fill the solution tank. Put a little water in the 8-gallon lower tank first, before adding cleaning solution to help dilute it and prevent excess sudsing. Then, add cleaning solution and continue filling the tank with water to the proper dilution, as specified by the manufacturer. Use hot water according to your carpet manufacturer's recommendations, but never add water over 140 degrees Fahrenheit. This could damage components, such as the pump, valves, or seals. Every time you fill the solution tank, we recommend that you add at least 4 to 6 ounces of defoamer chemical into the recovery tank. Get into the habit of doing this every time. Always use defoamer to protect the vacuum motor. The machine is equipped with a 75-foot twist lock cord. Put the electrical contacts together and make a 1/8 turn. This locks them together so that your machine won't disconnect while you're working. Then thread the cord through the cord strain relief and attach the strain relief to the machine. Let's take a look at the control panel. A series of rocker switches control the solution pump, the vacuum motor, and the brush. In back is the intermittent switch. Push in to spray liquid onto the carpet. Release to stop spraying. There's also a circuit breaker that interrupts the power to the brush motor. If the brush becomes overloaded by deep pile carpet or hair and strings wrapped around the brush and shaft, it will draw too much current and the circuit breaker will trip. If this happens, check for obstructions in the brush and let the machine cool for about 2 minutes. Then, reset the circuit breaker and resume operation. The brush head assembly is called a floating brush and adapts to different carpet pile heights. Use this simple foot-operated mechanism to raise and lower the brush to the floor. Place your toe under this lever and lift up to put the brush on the floor in the floating position. Step on the lever to raise the brush off the floor. This self-contained machine is very maneuverable and cleans as you pull it, not push it, across the carpet. The Stallion can clean up to 1,400 square feet per hour. That's twice as fast as most conventional extractors. Before extraction, always vacuum first to remove surface dirt and debris. For best results, pre-spray any heavily soiled areas first. You can use the machine to pre-spray heavy dirt areas by turning off the brush and tilting the machine as you spray. Or you can pre-treat using a spray pump container. But only spray the areas that you will scrub in 10 minutes or less. Check the operations manual for more information on removing and treating different kinds of stains. When you're ready to begin extracting, cover the perimeter first to get as close to the baseboards as possible. The left side of the machine can get closer to the wall than the right side of the machine because the belt is located on the right. Start on your left on one side and slowly work your way across the room in rows going away from the cord. Push the machine up to the wall as close as you can get and push and hold the button with your thumb to start spraying. Then begin to back up. About 12 to 18 inches before your stopping point, let your thumb up and continue to move backwards to recover the solution you've just applied. This will avoid leaving a wet spot. Push down on the machine handle to raise the vac shoe off the floor and move forward to the wall to begin your second path. Continue extraction as before, overlapping about 2 inches of your previous path. On an extremely dirty carpet, you may want to cover the room twice, once from each direction, lengthwise and widthwise. As you clean, keep an eye on the liquid level in the recovery tank. Empty the recovery tank as needed during operation. As a safeguard, the Stallion has a foam-activated float mechanism. As the water level rises, a ball will rise into this tube. When the upper tank is full, it will stop the airflow of the vacuum. It does not shut off the vacuum motor. It simply stops the airflow, and the operator can easily see that the carpet is not as dry as it once was, and that the recovery tank needs to be emptied. Of course, not every cleaning application is on the floor. There's also upholstery to consider. That's why there's a quick disconnect on the side of the Stallion, which provides solution for optional attachments. These include a 3-jet wand for more confined areas, a 3-inch single-jet upholstery tool, and a 5-inch stair tool. To connect these accessory tools, pull back on the collar, insert the hose fitting, and push it until it locks. Squeezing the lever opens the valve and lets the water spray. To recover the liquids, remove the hose from the dome of the machine and slide the accessory hose onto the wand and dome. Now the recovered liquids will go through the hose and into the tank. We've basically made a 15-foot extension of the spray bar and the vacuum shoe. This allows more freedom of movement. You can even leave the machine in the hallway and go from office to office and clean. When it's time to empty the dirty water, simply pinch the end of the hose as you move it to a 5-gallon bucket, a toilet, or a floor drain. Rinse the tanks after every use. It's important to take care of the machine to keep it running properly. With just a few simple steps, you can maintain the machine's performance and avoid costly repairs. Every time you run the machine, make it a habit to do these simple maintenance checks. If you reach the end of the workday and there are liquids in the solution tank, the easiest way to remove them is to use the accessory hose supplied with the machine. Remove the vacuum shoe recovery hose. Slide the accessory clean-out hose into its place and put the other end inside the solution tank. Turn on the vacuum motor to suction all the clean water into the recovery tank, where you can then dump it. After you have emptied the clean solution tank, add a 25% mixture of vinegar in warm water. Allow a gallon of that solution to be pumped through the system by doing this. Turn on the solution pump and press the intermittent switch. The water will spray through the jets. This will flush the solution lines and the pump, getting rid of any chemical residues that could affect the life of the machine. Failure to do so will reduce the amount of pressure and cause other problems, such as poor spray pattern and premature pump valve wear. Before proceeding with further maintenance, unplug the power cord from the outlet. Check the power cord and plug for damage. Always replace a damaged cord to prevent possible injury. Also, after every use, you will need to remove the spray tips from the spray bar to clean them. The stainless steel tips are easy to remove. Push them in slightly, make a quarter turn in either direction, and pull them right off. It's best to put these in a plastic or glass container with a 25% mixture of vinegar and water. Allow them to soak overnight. Most carpet extraction chemicals are alkaline and will combine with chemicals in the water to form a crust or residue. This causes clogs, streaking, and inconsistent spray patterns. Also, after every use, inspect the brush for buildup of carpet fibers, hair, and other materials. Pull them out of the bristles with special attention to each end of the brush roller. Buildup will cause a drag on the brush motor, which in turn will blow the circuit breaker. In the clean water tank, there's a mesh filter that keeps out debris, and a fine mesh screen at the bottom that filters out sand and particles. Clean these filters at least once a week. Check the recovery tank float shutoff assembly and filter, as well as the vacuum and dump hoses for any leaks. And check the edges of the brush near the bearings for strings or hair, which can jam the brush and break the belt. Make sure the vacuum shoe is not clogged or damaged. For more troubleshooting and maintenance information, check your operations manual. Now let's take a look at the Pony 20 SCA. Once the machine is unpacked, check to make sure the bolts and washers have been reinstalled and tightened after shipping. To get the Pony ready to run, the first thing you need to do is attach the vacuum shoe. Slide the vacuum shoe over the pivot arm. Install the large flat washer and tighten the twist knob. Then install the vacuum hose. Lower and raise the vacuum shoe lever and the brush housing lever to get the feel of them. The machine is equipped with a 75-foot twist lock cord. Take the power cord and put the electrical contacts together and make a 1/8 turn. This locks them together so that your machine won't disconnect while you're working. Plug the other end into a grounded outlet. Now you're ready to start up the machine. Turn on the master switch, then turn on the spray or solution pump and the suction or vacuum motor for a few seconds just to test them. Turn on the brush motor, then squeeze the deadman lever to test. The brush only turns when the deadman lever is activated. The Pony 20 SCA also has separate levers to raise and lower the brush assembly and raise and lower the vacuum shoe. A unique feature to the Pony is that the vacuum shoe lever can be pushed down even further and locked for even greater pressure on the carpet and better pickup. Fill the solution tank by pouring all liquids right through the mesh filter in the front. Both the solution tank and the recovery tank hold 20 gallons. Put a little water in the tank first before adding cleaning solution to help dilute it and prevent excess sudsing. Then add cleaning solution and continue filling the tank with water to the proper dilution as specified by the manufacturer. Use hot water according to your carpet manufacturer's recommendations. Never add water over 140 degrees Fahrenheit. This could damage components such as the pump, valves, or seals. Every time you fill the solution tank, we recommend that you vacuum up at least 4 to 6 ounces of defoamer chemical into the recovery tank. Get into the habit of doing this every time. Always use defoamer to protect the vacuum motor. Make sure the clear dome fits securely on the recovery tank. Then attach the vacuum hose to the vacuum shoe. This machine is designed for larger carpet areas, such as hallways, ballrooms, and airports, and can clean up to 5,000 square feet per hour with its 20-gallon tanks and 22-inch power brush. To transport the Pony 20 SCA to the cleaning site, disconnect the power cord and just push the machine. At the cleaning site, vacuum the carpet before extracting to remove any loose dirt and debris. The Pony has a storage compartment in back large enough to hold 2 pre-spray bottles and a spray accessory that enables you to pre-spray large areas. For best results, pre-spray any heavily soiled areas first. Use the spray wand or your own spray bottle, but only spray the areas that you will scrub in 10 minutes or less. Check the operations manual for more information on removing and treating different kinds of stains. For hard-to-reach areas, there's a full line of accessories to make cleaning easy. As you use the Pony 20, work in straight rows to save time and effort. Plan your route based on where the electrical outlets are located. Start at the outlet the machine is plugged into and clean along the baseboards, keeping the right side of your machine along the wall. When you've gone as far as you can, cross to the other side and work back along the baseboard. Clean the rest of the space. Make sure your path overlaps about 2 inches to be sure the entire area is clean. The pony is self-propelled and is designed to drive forward. The brush and back shoe are offset to the right to clean along the wall, and the brush head is spring-loaded to prevent harm to the walls and the brush head. A variable speed control lets you set your own pace and is activated by squeezing a deadman lever on the handle. When you let go, the machine stops. To make it easier to pull the machine backwards, let go of the deadman lever and raise the vacuum shoe off the floor. As you clean, keep an eye on the liquid level in the recovery tank. Empty the recovery tank as needed during operation. When you've finished using the Pony 20, drain any remaining clean or dirty solution into a floor drain, toilet, or bucket. Rinse the tanks after every use. To transport the Pony 20 SCA, such as in an elevator or on stairs, always remove the vacuum shoe and carry it separately to avoid damage. NSS machines are designed with easy maintenance in mind, and proper maintenance will keep your pony running at peak efficiency day after day and year after year. Every time you run the machine, make it a habit to do these simple maintenance checks. Always rinse both tanks with clean water after draining. It's especially important to rinse the solution tank, pump, and spray jets to keep them running clean and to maintain an even spray pattern on the floor. To flush out the system, turn on the master switch and the spray solution pump. Then disconnect the spray bar and slide it out. Reconnect the spray bar to the hose, then squeeze the deadman handle and let the machine run for about 30 seconds until you see that all 5 spray jets are running freely. Leave the dome open to air dry the tank and reduce odors. Before proceeding with further maintenance, unplug the power cord from the outlet. Check the power cord and plug for damage. Always replace a damaged cord to prevent possible injury. Every week, run through these simple maintenance steps. Clean the solution tank filter screen. Rinse the recovery tank with a strong all-purpose cleaner to prevent odor. Check the recovery tank float shutoff assembly and filter, as well as the vacuum and dump hoses for any leaks. And check the brush and the brush drive belt for wear and damage. Remove any carpet fibers, hair, or debris. Once a month, lubricate the caster swivel, axle bearings, and vacuum shoe assembly with a high-quality, moisture-resistant grease. Make sure the vacuum shoe is not clogged or damaged. For more troubleshooting and maintenance information, check your operations manual. At NSS, we design each machine with simplicity in mind. That's why NSS machines are easy to use, easy to maintain, and built to last. It's no wonder that we've built our reputation as the workhorse of the industry for over 80 years. And we're here to help when you need us. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, contact us at NSS World Manufacturing Headquarters. The National Super Service Company. More than just a company, a commitment.